Welcome to the 2022 Lone Star Conference Men's Basketball Media Days. This is Sports Information Director Jesse Blanchard with St. Edwards for the Lone Star Conference. Thank you for joining us. We're here with head coach Andre Cook and fifth-year guard Uche Dibiamaka as part of the LSC Basketball Online Media Days. Fellas, how are you doing today?
Good to see you, Jesse.
Not too bad.
Okay. Coach had a few weeks practice or training camp and then practice.
Yeah.
Just what have you seen from the guys and the team?
I like our guys. I think we're skilled. We're not very big inside, but I think we have skilled players, and we'll have to figure out how to spread the floor and really play with pace and space. But I think the guys are working hard. We're trying to figure it out. We have some good returning guys. Obviously, the guy sitting next to me, and some new guys, and that I'm sure we'll talk about in a little bit. But we're trying to figure it out, and they're working at it.
Uche, leading returning scorer, had a nice year last year. Maybe didn't end the way that you wanted to with a last second layup on the wrong end of the last second layup in the conference tournament. Just how did that drive you this summer and the team and preparing for this year?
Well, I know for me and for all the returners as well that memory will stick with us, and that's definitely going to motivate us so we can have a different ending this year, for sure.
Okay, what were some of the things that you worked on this summer on your game?
Just working on IQ, learning the plays, trying to make better reads, helping my teammates. A lot of my development has been more mentally than physically, so just want to be mentally present and just reliable for my teammates.
All right, Coach, what did you learn about your team in the offseason and this early fall?
Well, I think we're trying to. We brought 7 new guys to the fold, right? So we're kind of like a junior college team in a sense that we don't have any guys that have played more than this is either the first or second year guys. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic with our team, guys. So there's no third, fourth. Last year we had Logan Cook, who's now our grad assistant, was with me for 5 years, and we've had many years of veteran guys. This year we really don't. So there's kind of I have to rely on the guys that have just been here 1 year, like Uche, Gavino Ramos, Blake Nielsen, Mason Hicks, Bennett Moan. Jake DeFranza, guys like that have Jalen Gordon that have been around for a bit to help the other half of the roster. That's new guys. So you're seeing a lot of guys trying to figure out early on. There's been a lot of thinking, trying to figure out what we're trying to do on both sides of the basketball. So, but they're getting it. But there's just not a lot of veteran presence around. But I coached 5 years at junior college, so I kind of know that dynamic.
All right, you went through some of your returners. Can you just give us an idea of what some of your key returners bring as far as a core that you can build around?
Just the man sitting next to my right, Uche Dibiamaka, is, he's tough. He, 18 plus points a game in the league, almost numbers close to 50, 40, 90. Uche talked about his mental approach and learning the plays and really how to find his spots in it. The last 10, 12 games, there's a reason why we had a resurgence last year, and he was the main reason behind it. So you got Uche, we're going to expect a lot from him on both sides of the floor. You got Gavino Ramos, is a sophomore out of San Antonio, point guard, just a steady kid, big-time winner in high school. We're going to expect a lot from him. Bennett Moan averaged nearly 10 points a game as a redshirt freshman. So he came off a labrum surgery, but he's back and oddly helped with his shot a little bit, and he kind of reconstructed his shot once he got through surgery and over that. Mason Hicks played a lot of minutes for us. We're going to need Mason. You see him, he's 6'8", bouncy, but he's going to have to play maybe a little bit out of position. We need Mace. And Blake Nielsen is super, super smart and just got voted captain as a 19-year-old sophomore. So you can show how the guys, how they look at Mason, or how they look at Blake.
All right, Uche, as Coach brought up, new faces, almost like a junior college team. As one of the people that's been here and has been established, what are you taking on as far as the leadership to kind of make it all gel?
Well, Coach and I have been talking since the end of last season about I'm going to be needed to help the new guys. Seven or eight new guys, and not many. It's only, as a veteran, I've only been here. This is only my second year here, so it's a big responsibility for me and the other returners to help the new guys as much as possible. Because just last year I was in that position where I was needing help from the returners last year. So now I'm on the other end of the stick, and I need to just help the new guys as much as I can.
All right, Coach. Let's move on to the newcomers, the first years and the transfers. Who's kind of stood out through the first few weeks?
Well, Jeff Gary, is transfer, played for his uncle at Mercer. Jeff has been around. He's an Austin kid, so he's talented. Anybody can look at his past and see what he did at the Division I level. Carson Tuttle is a grad transfer from Commerce. He's been in the Lone Star war, so to speak. Commerce is a very successful program in the Lone Star, so we need Carson to bring that veteran leadership. Josh Chesney, transfer from Merrimack, is a kid we've looked at from Corpus Christi, watched him play for years. He's skilled and can pass it. Those are some of our transfers. Sean Elkington as a freshman, kid that Sean may be one of he may be the highest. Not that rankings are all that important, but I think Sean might be the highest ranked Texas player that we ever brought in, and he was ranked 50th in the state. And we expect a lot out of Sean Elkington as well.
Okay, what are some of your individual goals and team goals this year?
We just want to win. We remember what happened last year at the end of the season. The season didn't go the way we wanted to last year. We started off rough, and by the time we figured it out, it was too little too late. So we want to just be able to put it together as early as possible. Like championships on one in October, but we also prepare for March as early as October. So every day we come to practice with the mentality of trying to go far in March. So that's our main goal. And as an individual, my main goal is to do as much as I can to make that happen.
All right, Coach. What are your expectations of this team this season, and what realistically needs to happen to kind of see that through?
It's a tough league, it's, you have to be ready to go. Everybody knows West Texas, but there's, Kingsville, Dallas Baptist, Midwestern State, Lubbock Christian has been off the charts the last few years. And others that I know that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but it is just night in, night out. You have to be ready to play. And for a team that is new to the Lone Star, first and second year guys, they have to understand that there's 22 league games that are going to be dogfights every night. And we'll have to do our best. Me and Coach Dibiamaka, we'll have to do our best to get them prepared to play. But every night you have to be ready to roll. And then we open up with Colorado Mesa at Colorado Mesa. They were a Sweet 16 team last year. We're going to Hawaii this year, playing against some tough Division II teams there. So it's a whale of a schedule, and we have to be ready to roll. And like I said, with half the roster of second-year guys, half the roster of first-year guys, we have to instill, we have to be ready to go. There's no nights off. And if we can eliminate distractions and just focus on getting better in practice and understand that, we'll have a chance, for sure. We'll have a chance to compete and be near the top of this league.
Okay, Uche, you've been here. Like you said, this is your second year here. What does it mean to you to be a Hilltopper? What is the culture?
It's definitely amazing for me. It's coming here to St. Ed's has done a lot for my development as well. On top of that, my brother just transferred in as well, so that means a lot to me. It definitely, I definitely wear the Hilltopper jersey with pride, and I want to just leave a stamp on my time here at St. Edwards.
All right, Coach, you've been here for a while, part of the South Austin community. Just how do you kind of integrate, your program in the neighborhood and the community? And
yeah, it's hard to believe it's year 14, having two kids and going to school, they go to school in the area, now one in college. St. Edwards is a great place. We love it here in South Austin. And what a great university. We have our president is entering a second year, Dr. Fuentes, and she is full of energy and enthusiasm as we come through, get out of COVID and looking towards the future. So I think, we want our team to represent the university the right way, on and off the court, being good students, being good people in the campus community, but also playing, we feel, a style that is beholden of this university. smart, skilled, play the right way, and I think hopefully we get our students out, people in South Austin will come out and watch us play because I think they're really good guys, and it's really good basketball. And you watch these Lone Star games, there's really good basketball players, and we hope people will come out and watch us.
All right, thanks, and good luck in your season.
Thanks, Jesse.